When I was around 4 years old, I was diagnosed with Spastic Dipligia, which is a form of cerebral palsy. And, I knew right away that my life was going to be different and I was going to have a lot of challenges. When I was a little girl, my parents started noticing that I wasn't reaching the same milestones. I had difficulty walking, sitting up, doing really every simple everyday tasks that most kids would be able to do without any hesitation. My parents weren't about to let the disability define me, and we focused on what I was able to do instead of focusing on what I wasn't able to do. And what I really remember a lot was my parents and parishioners of my church telling me that God doesn't make mistakes. He makes each one of us just as we are intended to be for His purpose. And that made me feel like, I am this way for a reason. I have physical challenges for a reason. And when I was a little girl, I just thought it was to show the world that you can be positive and you can have a really good life despite the physical challenges I was dealing with. But it became so much more than that. About 7 years ago, after 3 decades of limited use of my arms and legs, difficulty doing simple everyday tasks, on Good Friday I was told that I was misdiagnosed. I didn't believe it. I wasn't going to fill the prescription. My husband encouraged me to, and I took my new medication, and a few hours later I was noticing that I was feeling more relaxed, more mobile, but I was still a skeptic. It wasn't until Easter Sunday, 3 days later, I was standing in my church parking lot without the help of anyone else, and I was standing for the first time in a decade without the assistance of someone. And I knew my life had changed, and I felt like this connection with God and Jesus. It was like I myself had resurrected like He did. And not to say that I'm the chosen one or anything like that, but it was a connection to my faith and to God and Jesus that I never thought could be so strong. Just before that, I was dealing with a really tough time in my life. I had felt like I had hit rock bottom. And so I just feel like that's why my story is so important, because you really never know what tomorrow can bring. And some days you might feel like God is not by your side, but He is. He's there with you every step of the way. And He has a reason for every challenge that you're going through. Hopefully it can make you stronger.